Big Dan Pfeiffer here with the Southsider Voice newspaper. I write the Car Nuts column each week, and now we've started our own cruise-in the first Friday night of each month. Check our website for the future dates, to be exact. And now let's go look at some of these beautiful cars and talk to some of these people. I'm here with Greg Gaskin. He's been drag racing for better than 30 years now, probably a little longer than that. 40 maybe? Greg?
Let's don't get too serious, Dan. That's 30's good enough. 30's good enough.
Because he isn't old enough to be having been raced that long, right?
That's correct, Dan.
Greg, tell us a little bit about your car.
Well, the chassis was built by Joe Barsh. It's a Steve Schmidt 572 big block. It's making about 1,000 horse on motor. We got a chance to spray 300 shot of nitrous to it, and it's a pretty fun ride.
Well, I know I'd like to go for a ride, but I'm not sure I'll fit inside there. I'm here with Ernie Patent. I've known Ernie about 25 or a little bit more than that years, and in the time I've known him, he's had one after another hot rod. But this one, I'll have to say, is my favorite. Tell us what you got here, Ernie.
Well, I've got a 1958 Impala convertible. Spent about 4 years restoring it, body-on restoration. I put a 348 tri-power motor in it. Got 350 transmission. And it's got all the original interior, so we just restored it to the original condition with the original paint, and still got little things to do to it, but it's getting there.
How many miles do you believe that you've driven this car since you bought it?
I think since the time I purchased this car, and I was told it was original at 32,000, I think this car has probably got about 64,000, so I put about 30,000-40,000 miles on it since I've had it.
And about how long do you think you've had it?
I've had this car since 1995.
Wow, almost 20 years.
That's right.
Thanks for bringing it out, Ernie. We sure appreciate it, and hope you enjoy the cruise in.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Okay, now I'm here with Nancy and Joe Bacon. They brought two very outstanding Studebakers to the cruise in tonight. One is a Golden Hawk, and the other one is a Daytona that is supercharged. Both of them have been fully restored to their original condition. And why don't we have Joe tell us a little bit about them? Joe, tell us a little bit about this Hawk.
It's a 1956 Golden Hawk. It's the only year that Studebaker put a Packard engine in a car. The year prior, Packard and Studebaker had merged, and they wanted the ultimate family sports car. So this has a 352 Packard engine with the Packard transmission inside the Studebaker Hawk.
Joe, you restored this one yourself, right?
Yes. Yes.
And what kind of shape was it in when you started?
It was a nice car until we took the paint off, and then it got very ugly.
Found that the paint had covered up more than you thought, maybe, huh?
There was a lot of plastic in the car.
Okay, well, you've done a fabulous job with it now, and I see it from time to time at these shows, and it's always a head turner. Nancy, you're the one that drives this car, aren't you?
Yes, I am. It's the prettiest Studebaker I've ever owned.
And occasionally, and how many of them have you owned?
Over the last 40 years, probably 100 Studebakers.
How's that? 100 Studebakers, and she's only 39 years old, folks. Tell us about this one. I mean, Joe told us the mechanicals end of it. You tell us about the pretty part of it.
Well, the color on it is just a striking 1950s type of color. And what impressed me when we bought the car was as we rolled it off the trailer, the tinted glass seemed to match the paint, and that just immediately caught my eye, and I fell in love with the car instantly.
This is a very rare color on those cars. Didn't they only make just, I'm
They
thinking,
made 12 of the Golden Hawks were painted this color combination out of about 3,500 that were produced altogether.
did you have any idea, have you seen another one painted this color anywhere?
No, not the Golden Hawk model.
So it very well may be the only one left with this beautiful color combination. Now I'm here with Gerald Seacat. He owns many fine restored cars like this one. In fact, this is a 1959 Ford Skyliner Retractable, and he has 3 of these cars, a 57, a 58, and a 59. Gerald, tell us a little bit about how you restored this car.
Well, I bought it back in 1985, and it took till 1992 to get it on the road. It was really rusty, had bullet holes in it, and a lot of mice, and so we finally got it on the road, and we've been driving it 21 years, put about 50,000 miles on it.
Well, that's fantastic. 50,000 miles on a beauty like this, and it still looks like the day he finished restoring it. Tell us about how the retractable top here works, or do you want to even show us how it works? Let's watch how this works, folks. I think you'll really like this. He has it on remote control.
A lot of cable, 13 limit switches, and a lot of extra parts, about 500 more parts than a sedan does. And you hope it works, and it's been doing it for a long time. So
Gerald rigged this up to work on a remote control, so he doesn't have to even be in the car to make it work. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our first cruise in. Be sure to check our website for all the future dates, and I hope to see you at the next one. What's that? I think I smell pizza.